Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, we had a vocabulary and word picture speech just now. And as you know, the purpose of this particular type of speech is to use a wide range of vocabulary and paint vivid word pictures to enhance and illustrate the content of the speech. And I'd like to say from the offset that I do believe that the speaker did achieve this, and I believe that he should progress to the next part in the manual. And the reason why is because we did have some fantastic word pictures. Where I was sitting, I could hear murmurs of oh, and all of this going on as he was going through his, particularly the vision of the Flying Scot in Adelaide train station, the moon rising, the sunset and the sunrise. And those ones in particular seemed to cause quite a stir amongst the audience. So we also had audience rapport going on. We had some fantastic word pictures. We had the hot steel of the Flying Scot, the fire glowing and stepping up to the footplate. We had the vision of the Edinburgh Tattoo and the enormity and all these pipe bands. We also had the wonderful pictures of the Andes and the Great Barrier Reef from the air, and then we had the contrast of seeing the Great Barrier Reef from the sea as well, and actually under the water. We got the feeling of the calm and of the awe. Looking at the rest of the speech, the start of the speech was possibly not as good as it could have been. The dictionary definition at the very beginning was actually slightly distracting, and I believe to an extent it took a wee while to get into the speech. However, the conclusion of the speech was wonderful. We had a very clear conclusion with special moments experienced by each and every one of us. Clear ending, and we knew that the speech was finished. It was a good choice of subject. We did manage to get all of the images in, and we certainly all managed to get imagining things as well. There was a very high content quality going on. And the gestures were generally natural. There was nothing that was particularly theatrical, but that's because the speech did not actually require any theatrical gestures. It was very much about the words that we were actually hearing. There are some very definite points of advice though. The first thing is, try to avoid lists. It was a speech of lists, and that to an extent, we were slightly overwhelmed by everything that we were actually hearing. There were some images that were not accessible to all. Unfortunately, not all of us others in this audience, and I don't know all that much about organ music and Mozart's particular symphonies. And so I just felt that these things were slightly missed, and I would advise that the speaker did actually think about describing music is very difficult to do, and I think I might have taken those particular bits out, to be exact. There was also some hand rubbing that went on, and there was some very obvious note-taking and things like that. And there was some use of mic, but that's an entire evaluation that we need to go on to. So in conclusion, the speaker has most definitely passed their assignment. We do have some points to work on, and I look forward